Bonus question number 21 from the practice test. So that is as follows: f of x equals x negative 3 over x plus 7. Determine the solution to f of x equals f negative 1 times x. So if we're determining the solution to f of x equals f negative 1x, so the inverse solution, basically that just means at what point do they intersect, or do the graphs equal the same thing? So what we're going to do here is we have our normal graph. So we're going to go ahead and find our inverse. So what you want to do here is you take your normal function here, and you're just going to flip the variables. So you're going to have x equals y negative 3 over y plus 7. You are then going to times both sides by this. So it's going to come over here. So we're going to have x times y plus 7 equals y minus 3. The goal here is just to get the y's on the same side so that we can factor it. Let's get our xy plus 7x equals y negative 3. We now want to take this over here so that we can get the y's on this one side. So xy equals y negative 3 negative 7x. X, y, negative y equals negative 3, negative 7x. All right, now we clearly have the y's on one side. We have the x on this side. We want to get this x over there. To do that, we see that this x is being times by y, and this negative 1 is being times by y. So that would be the same as if we did y times x, negative 1. This is going to equal our negative 3, negative 7x. Now we can divide this side by that x negative 1, and we can also divide this side by that. Y equals negative 3, negative 7x over x negative 1. Let me go ahead and rewrite that here. Negative 1x equals, I actually want to put this first because you're meant to have the variable first. So negative 7x negative 3 over x negative 1. All right. Now we can take our inverse equation, which we have here, and we can use that to answer the question. So now we need to see where the points are the same, or when what x has to be for the points to be the same. Let's do our f of x. So x negative 3 over x plus 7 equals our inverse, which was negative 7x negative 3 over x negative 1. I believe that was what it was. Yes, it was. So now our goal here is to basically have x equal something. So we're going to want to get everything on the one side. And to do that, we're going to start by multiplying this to that side and this to that side. So we can take our x negative 1, which is now going to be over here because we're multiplying it, and multiply it by our x negative 3. And our negative 7x negative 3 is going to be multiplied by the x plus 7. So let's do our left-hand side first because it is considerably easier. X squared, so negative 1x, and then there's going to be a negative 3x, so it's going to be negative 4x, and then plus 3 equals our negative 7x squared, negative 49x, negative 3x, and then, oh, we don't have much room here, but negative 21. Okay, and this is basically just going to be our x squared, negative 4x plus 3 equals negative 7x squared, negative 52x, and then negative 21. All right, that's everything completely multiplied out. So now we want to get everything on the one side. So I'm going to take all of these and bring them on to this side. So x squared plus 7x equals 8x squared. And then negative 4x plus 52x is going to be positive 48x. Cross those out. And then positive 3 plus 21 is going to be positive 24. This is all going to be equal to 0. So now we have our x on one side. We also see that everything is divisible by 8 here, so let's just go ahead and do that. Is equal x squared positive 6x positive 3. All right. Now we're gonna have to do quadratic equation because the 3 cannot multiply out to add up to 6. Let's go ahead and do that. So our quadratic equation is x equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared negative 4ac all over 2a. I'm going to actually erase that because I need more room, but that's our equation. So x equals negative 6 plus or minus square root 6 squared negative 4 times 1 times 3 over 2 times 1. That's going to equal negative 6 plus or minus square root. It's going to be 36. Take away 12 is going to be our 24 over 2. It's going to equal. So now we're going to have negative 6 plus or minus. We can take out 4. So 4 times 6 is 24. So we can take out the 4. So we can have 2 square root 6 over 2. And now we can simplify these two by dividing by the 2. It's going to equal negative 3 plus or minus square root 6. So our answer is ultimately going to be x equals negative 3 plus square root 6, and x equals negative 3 minus square root 6. And these are going to be the 2 points on the graph where the graphs intersect. If you put that into Desmos, it should look something like this is the original graph, and then the new one should look something like that. You can put it into Desmos to find out, but it should look something like that, and you'll have your intersecting points right here. And that is how you do that question.